Ahead of the Iraqi government's scheduled plan to claim back Mosul, Prime Minister Haidar Al Abadi yesterday announced Operation Retake Fallujah.
اليوم سنمزق تلك الرايات السود للغرباء الذين اختطفوا هذه المدينة. لقد دقت ساعة تحرير الفلوجة واقتربت لحظة الانتصار الحاسم، وليس أمام داعش إلا الفرار.
But the initial call was made 4 days earlier by this man, Haidar Al Abadi, commander of the Badr militia, and it was against the backdrop of intra-sectarian fighting between government forces and competing militias that these calls were made. Analysts have argued that the hastily announced Fallujah battle is intended to steal international attention away from the untenable security situation in Baghdad. The streets of the capital are still under control of rival militia groups since Muqtada Sadr's protesters took to the streets 2 weeks ago. A near victory in Fallujah has been boasted already by Abadi and Amri. Their shared aim is to comb the area of Islamic State terrorists who have controlled Fallujah since 2014, but the unfolding scenario suggests that triumph may be further away than what both men had hoped. The offensive has been stalled on the city's outer edges since it began. After IS retreated from Garma to Fallujah, militias swiftly moved into the space from which IS withdrew and claimed victory. Ex-Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki was welcomed yesterday to Fallujah by Al Amri, offering words of confidence to the popular mobilization forces. Abadi has reassured the public the militias will be kept at bay and limited to operating on the outer fringes, but groups including Asa'ib Ahl al-Haq, Badr Corps and Kata'ib Hezbollah have been maintaining a strong presence in many of the videos published since Tuesday, stoking fears of another sectarian bloodbath. Deputy United Nations spokesman Farhan Haq yesterday called on all parties to the conflict to protect city residents. Haq stated that they have a responsibility to allow civilians to freely move out of the conflict zones and to offer protection to those that disperse. Al Amri had a message of his own to relay to Fallujah's population.
أهالي الفلوجة الكرام بترك الفلوجة فوراً والذهاب إلى المناطق الآمنة.
Contrary to his statements, a safe escape of families trapped inside of the city, encircled by security forces and militias and under IS's occupation, is not guaranteed. As government shelling of the western town enters its second day, the civilian death toll is rising, according to Al Jazeera's Iraq correspondent Hamid Hadid.
ما يجري منذ انطلاق العمليات العسكرية لحد الآن هي عقوبة مباشرة للمدنيين. نحن الآن نتحدث عن أكثر من 20 مدني قتلوا في القصف وأكثر من 30 جريحا. القصف يتم بصواريخ شديدة الانفجار. الروايات التي تأتي من داخل المدينة أن المدنيين في حالة رعب.
An estimated 80 families escaped over the course of May, but the refugee UNHCR agency believes that the number of those trapped on the inside could be as high as 50,000. Not everyone is able to make it out safely. All routes leading out of the city are dotted with explosives and snipers. The other risk that faces particularly young men is kidnapping by militia outfits, a reality documented by Human Rights Watch. UN humanitarian coordinator Elisa Grande also warned of IS's potential use of residents as human shields. It seems that predictions on all sides are not optimistic for residents whose food supplies have been fast diminishing in the last 3 months. The Norwegian Refugee Council, situated inside of Iraq, suggests that as many as 7,000 families could become internally displaced, one of several consequences if the battle transforms into a lengthy, protracted war.